Yo, what's going on guys, it's your boy Rascal100 and in today's video we're getting into the best elite skins of Rainbow Six Siege in a good old fashioned tier list. Let's get right into it. So, we've got our list here. It goes from A, S, B, C, and F. The tier list before was like A, S, C, and E or something weird. So I changed it to A, S, so the best. A, very, very good. B, you know what it is. And then F, I just wanted to put F tier just to put the ones I really don't like. Just to keep it boring, not waste anyone's time, I think we can all agree that these kind of Ash skins are like, like I wouldn't say F, how would I put it? They're just nothing special. They're kind of like a normal skin. The only thing that's new about them is the card, like the character. It's golden, and that's about it. The border picture. So I'm just gonna put them in F because compared to other elites right now that are coming out in Siege, they're kind of basic and nothing really special about them. However, the Tomb Raider skin for me is gonna be a B tier skin. I was thinking about C, but I do think it's quite cool. Obviously, Tomb Raider fans will love the skin. She also looks pretty cool in it. But again, not anywhere higher because she hasn't got anything that cool. Doesn't really change her gun and gadget that much. Just the blue top and the cool outfit is basically what I'd say. Bandit was one of my first elites, so it's going to be hard for me to put him not one tier higher than he should be, but I am actually going to stick with B. Above Ash, though, I think Bandit Elite is cool. He changes his batteries. He's actually, never mind, I'm swapping it. Bandit Elite going A. He's got a cool ass tattoo. He's got a bald head now. His batteries change. His gun skin's pretty cool. His animation goes brum, 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 brum. So, just deafens everyone, which is also quite cool in my opinion. It's a bit like, yeah, I just got MVP, boys. So I'm going to go in A for him. Moving on to Blackbeard. Blackbeard, it's nothing special for me, but it makes me want to move Ash down because I think I'm going to put Blackbeard in B, and I think Blackbeard is a cooler elite than Ash is elite. You know what? F it for now. We'll stick those two there. Blackbeard's a B tier for me. It's a cool ass skin. Obviously, we don't like Blackbeard, so it's kind of hard to judge him fair. His animation's sick. Actually, guys, I'm changing it. Blackbeard is going to C because I kind of had to re-jog my brain about what his elite animation is, and it's actually shocking. I think he just points to the camera and points down or something. There's nothing special about it. So I'm actually going to move into C because I don't rate his elite animation. And a big thing for elites on where they go in the list for me is their animation. Obviously, their skin is very important, but animation is kind of the biggest thing about them. And probably like Sledge changing the hammer and those kind of things. But let's get into the next one, which is Blitz. Blitz is a fair character just to put next to Blackbeard. I feel like his skin, his shield, it looks cool. His animation is okay. Just nothing special again about this. And I don't know if it's because of the operators. So obviously Blackbeard and Blitz aren't fun operators necessarily to play unless you're trolling around or no one really likes them, let's be honest. So it's harder to put their elites higher because I don't think we like them. So it's hard for me. I think you could maybe put Blitzes in B. Let me know what you guys think, but I think that's fair. Now we are moving into some cool ass elites, well, especially with this one. Buck for me, I actually want it. The more I see other people use it, is A tier, not quite S, but high A tier. Sick ass animation. The skin is cool. The uniform, the way it goes snowy, it's all fantastic. I wonder. Let me know if you guys have this skin. I kind of the more I play Buck, I'm kind of playing Buck a bit more, and I kind of want to buy it, but I'm going to stop myself. Especially with elite customizable, so you don't have to have the full elite set anymore. It's hard to not buy a few elites so you can mix and match, but I'm going to resist. The first S tier operator, the first one going to S tier will be Capitao. Capitao's elite is sick. He has a cool ass outfit. It suits his character. If I can be bothered in post-production, I will show you all the elite animations just before I pick the operator order, so you might have already seen it, but otherwise all he does is kick a football up and down, and I think that's sick because Capitao's Brazilian. If you don't already know, it's a big culture thing there. He also changes, I just remembered his Capitao like bolt gun thing. So yeah, just an S tier skin all around, what you want from an elite skin. Fantastic looks, fantastic skin changing, cool animation. Just 10 out of 10 for me. Right, the first one for me that's going to be a bit of a rogue pick is Cav. I don't actually like Cav's elite that much. I'm going to put it into B with Ash. I think her skin makes her look cool. It's a cool ass skin. She got some boxing gloves, a bit of a boxer, Cav is. But her animation doesn't really change anything. I think animation sometimes change people's voice lines and stuff. I know that hers doesn't really do anything. I don't really find the skins that cool. Her outfit's okay. I'm not sure if it even changes the gun or like the model of it or anything. So I'm just gonna have to put it in B. Let me know what you guys think about this one. I'm really unsure about Cav because I haven't really played it or seen the elite that much. But every time I see it, I'm like, yeah, I would not buy that. But it's not as bad as some of the other ones. So So I think B's about a fair tier, to be honest. I always said if I got MP5 Black Ice, I'd buy this elite, which is Doc's elite. For me, it's an S tier animation, S tier skin, a cool ass little, like, the camera goes all like 1930s style or 40s. Yeah, I think it's a throwback to a World War skin as well. Just fantastic history. Everything about it is great. It's kind of what you want from Siege and their elites. Yeah, you'd buy it if you could. I think the only thing that's really bad about it is how, a bit like Bandit, how loud the ending of it is. I never bought it. I kind of happy I didn't because I got some cool ass dog skins now regardless, but I do think it's a 10 out of 10 elite. That's why I think S tier is fair. And I think let me know down below, guys, if you guys got this elite, because I feel like a lot of people cop this elite. Doki goes into F tier. Let me know what you guys think about this one. Doki, that animation goes through me. I guess it's because I'm not really into the anime stuff and that kind of stuff. There's nothing wrong with it. I don't mind it, but every time I see it, I cringe. And a cringe elite has to be F tier. I can't even face it if it's cool or it's cool skin or nice hat, nice design. It just gotta go F for me. Just a personal thing. Nothing against it, just can't have it anywhere else. But got a few controversial ones. I feel like Echo's elite gets a lot of slack, and doesn't get bought that often, but I think his elite animations when he like puffs smoke and does like sort of dance with the drones in his hands. I kind of like his hair, I kind of like his outfit. I think it's quite cool. I think a lot of people don't buy it and don't like it. Let me know what you guys think. I think A's pretty sick, to be honest. He could maybe be B. I definitely wouldn't put him below B. I think A's quite cool because he's quite unique, and I quite like elites to be unique. And also, don't forget, he's got that like webbed toe shoe on. I don't know if I'll try to put a photo above on the screen right now. A little like webbed toe of him. And I just think it's funny. It's like kind of like a Pokemon. So I'm gonna have to put him in A for that reason. Yeah, Ella elite. Let's keep this simple. For me, it's a S tier elite. I think it's fantastic. She's completely different looking, cool ass jacket. I feel like it's a Suicide Squad kind of themed skin. The elite animation is sick. I think I like it. Some people don't like it. I think the skins that you get with it are sick as well. I mean, I'm biased because I almost instant bought it when I saw it. So for me, it's got to be an S tier. It could definitely be A or B if you guys don't like it as much. But I think it's personal preference, this list. So I think I'm going to put her in S. Another elite that goes under the radar big time is Frost's elite. I'm going to put Frost next to Buck. I'm not quite sure I could put it in S yet, but her actual Frost mat changes. Pretty cool animation where she's under the fire as well. The whole screen goes like snowy. Cool ass outfit as well. I think this is another elite, a little bit like Echoes and a few other ones to come down. A little bit of Capitao's as well. That are underrated and people don't buy it because it's an old ass one. Or never really got it in the first place or don't really play Frost. But I genuinely think as a design of a skin, that's actually a really cool skin. I'm a fan of any single elite that changes the gadget's appearance drastically, but not too like insane, if that makes sense. So I think an A tier is a fair place to put her. Moving on to Fuze. Fuze is one of those, unfortunately for me, just has to go into C. I'm pretty sure that happens is that the music changes and the screen goes black and white and he fires a few pistol bullets up in the sky. That might be the old one. That just isn't cool enough for me for it to be an elite. I think some of his skins change. Like I think if you use a shield on him, it changes to like the picture you can see where it goes red text and it looks quite cool. His outfit looks quite cool, but if the animation is so basic and so boring, I just don't think the elites are worth buying whatsoever. I'm just going to put it in C just because it has a few, like, you know, bits and bobs done to it. But we'll move on to the one that we all want to talk about, which is Glaz. Glaz for me might be probably one of the best elite skins in the game, to be honest. I'm pretty sure his outfit changes to a sick ass like hat with a big coat like you can see in the picture. I'm pretty sure when you win, I think he flips a coin, gets a sniper out, shoots it, gets a hole in the center of the coin, and the coin falls in the middle of the screen and you see through it and you see him. Absolutely sick. Yeah, 10 out of 10 elite. Honestly, for me, it's just fantastic. It's such a shame Glaz doesn't get played more. Hashtag buff Glaz in the comments, please. Moving on to another S tier elite. It's got to be Hibana. I almost bought this one, but I got a cool ass esports skin, so I didn't. The animation's sick. She does like a bow. The uniform is sick as hell. The gun is cool. Everything about it is cool. I could just say it didn't say the whole thing's cool. I genuinely think it's one of the coolest elites in the game. It's got to be S tier. I think everyone agrees with this one. So this one's funny for me because when IQ Elite came out, I instantly bought it and I loved it. Like I thought it was one of the best ones. But I'm actually going to put it in B now because like the little punching thing's cool, but after a while it is actually quite basic. The uniform itself is amazing. Like their design, like old school gym wear, it's absolutely fantastic. That would almost just put it in A by itself, but I think the animation back then I loved it, but the more I see it now, the more I don't like it. So I think B's kind of fair. Changes the gun skin, it's not that cool. So yeah, B's kind of fair for me. I think you could fight for this in A. I don't think it's below B tier though. I remember when the Jackal elite came out, and there was a lot of like hit and miss whether people liked it or didn't like it. I'm gonna have to be honest, I don't really like it. He looks a little bit like a nonce to me. His elite animation is him like scanning the floor, like putting his goggles on and then scanning the floor, and then like flicking on the dirt and smelling it or something. It's just a weird vibes. I mean, Jackal is a bit of a foot sniffer, so that does make sense, but I just feel like they could have done cooler things with it. I don't think it's horrendous though. I don't think it's the worst. I think it's like combo police, FBI, whatever uniform kind of thing is kind of cool. So I'm going to put it in B. Let me know where you guys would put Jackal elite. I'm very curious about this one because I feel like some of these elites kind of don't have but like room for movement really, while this one definitely does. So let me know what you guys think. Would it really be elite tier list if I don't just put Jager in S tier, like in terms of an elite? I feel like he's one of the first elites that I kind of just became a must buy. He's changed the outfit completely to a sick ass German uniform. His animation's cool. It actually changes the I don't know what you call them, the little gadgets, I forgot what they're called, changes them as well a little bit. So yeah, I mean, it could definitely go into A as a chance, but I feel like it'd be a little bit criminal not to put that skin into S tier, so I'll keep it short and sweet. Here's where I stand with the Kali elite. It's a cool ass uniform. The actual animation is absolute poop. So for me anyway, I just don't think I don't know, she could have done like a 360 with a sniper or something else would have been so much cooler. So I'm just going to kind of put her next to Jackal because they came around similar times, I think. They both have cool ass skins for me. Like, I do quite like the Jackal uniform, but the animation isn't what I would like it to be. Plus the skins themselves aren't that cool. So I think B's fair. I just don't think it's quite in the C. I think B is a reasonable place to put them. I'm going to move Kapkan into A because his skin is cool, his animation is cool. It's a little bit silly because he just goes with his knife, but it is kind of cool at the same time. I don't have it myself. I have seen it. You don't see it all the time. I'm not quite sure if it actually changes his gadgets like onto the wall, if it makes him look different. I think A is fair because when I look at B, I was thinking about putting him in B, but when I look into the B category, I think he slightly provides more as elite, and it's quite cool to be fair. So I think I'm going to put it into A just for the cool with his knife factor. That's pretty much my logic. This one is going to be the one that is going to cause the most debate in the comments. I still have Lesion elite. I still think it's an S tier elite. It's one of the few. Same with Bandit, and I think Ella I instantly bought. I loved it. I think it's cool as hell. The way his uniform is absolutely fantastic. The only thing, actually, I'm going to do it. The only thing that annoys me, I'm going to move it into A. The only thing that annoys me about it is the animation right at the end. I think it's cool that all the like little blue boxes pop up and it's all different text and it's kind of to do with his suit and his gadget, but it's just slightly underwhelming. I don't know, it would have been cool to have him hold the goon mine up and maybe break it open or something like that. Would have just put it into S tier. I actually would have put it in S tier, but that was my bias coming through, and I'm going to fight my bias and actually put it into A because I think it's a cool ass one, but I don't think it's up to the level of Doki, Hibana, or even Glaz or any of those. I just don't think the animation does it enough justice, so I think you guys will agree with me that A is a fair pick. So Leon Kennedy is a Lion's elite skin from Resident Evil, and I absolutely love it, and I think he looks fantastic. What a collab it is. I'm gonna this is a difficult one. I want to put in 8 only because I don't like the animation. I think the animation's a bit silly. I don't think it really adds that much about Lion itself. It's more about Leon, if that makes sense, which I just can't put it in S tier for me, because if it had something to do with the scan or something else, it'd be a lot higher. Just have to put in 8. Obviously he's hot as hell. He's cool. It's a sick collaboration. He just lets it down for the animation for a bit for me. Moving on to Maverick, skin is so cool for me. I genuinely think it's sick. Again, it's the same as Lion. It just, the animation lets it down for me. It just isn't as cool as I thought it would be. Him coming down on that kind of like steam train, whatever the hell it actually is. I don't really know where he's kind of welding, which is cool because it's Maverick. But it'd be so much cooler if I don't know, he was like finishing a reinforced wall into the game and popping that open and walking through it. Do you know what I mean? Something like that in my head would have been so much cooler than this, but it's still really cool. I'm not trying to talk bad about these two skins, by the way. Anything that goes into A is a sick ass skin. It just a little bit annoying for me why these skins can't quite go into S tier compared to the other S tier skins. By skins, I do mean like skins and elite animation, so I should be saying elites, not skins, little correction. One of the new elites, which is absolutely sick, it was another instant buy from myself, is the Melusi elite. Absolutely fantastic elite, sick ass skin. absolutely cool, tribal. I think it brings forward some of the African culture as well. The animation where she like smacks down the Banshee and then like I think it's a line or something appears through the screen. Cool. It's about the gadget. Cool gun skin as well, by the way. Changes the gadget skin. Everything you want from Elite, because Elites are very expensive. So I feel like you get justification out of Melusi's Elite as well. Just cool. Obviously swap the orange headgear out because it does stand out a lot, but it's very cool nonetheless. Her hair looks sick. Everything's fantastic. Mira Elite is another one of those where I think some people will put this in S tier, but I'm going to have to put this in A tier. I like the Elite. I think she looks cool as hell. I think it changes her gadget nicely and her weapon skin, sorry. Just the animation lets it down ever so slightly for me. Again, it's another one of those ones that's very loud, not that cool, not enough to do with about the gadget again for me. I think A tier is a fair skin. She does look hella cool, and I think it pays homage to all the, I think it's supposed to be, pays homage to the women who helped in the wars as well, so that's another W for me. Otherwise, I just don't think it can push itself into S tier because it just doesn't compete quite with the other ones. Right, here comes another hot pick from your boy Rasco. Mozzie Elite is going to go into F. I'd actually put it into C, but I'm just going to put it in the F for the sake of this video because I actually despise the animation and the character skin that much. When I saw it, I was actually like, I'm going to buy the Mozzie Elite 100%. It comes in the shop. I'm going to go bankrupt. I need some Prime subs. I'm going to get this one straight away. But when I saw it come out, I was like, no shot. That's absolutely shocking. I'd rather buy the Jackal Elite, for example. So for me, F tier. Let me know if you agree or not. Stinker. Moving on to Mute. Mute, unfortunately for me, is going to go into B tier because I feel like it's a little bit underwhelming. His skin looks cool. It does change his gadget as well. However, the animation is pretty stinky, to be honest. Don't think it's anything that special. Obviously, some of these Elites have been made years and years ago, so they weren't that, like, not like say creative, but they weren't that crazy with them, and he's one of those compared to his counterpart Smoke, which I'm going to talk about now. He's further down the list, but I'm going to pick it now. For me, Smoke is an S tier Elite. It's an example of what they could have done with Mute, but they quite didn't deliver because obviously time, but I think they put more budget into the Smoke one, or maybe had a better idea. Sick ass uniform, like kind of hoodie, kind of, obviously shout out if you wear hoodies, you love that skin already. Changes his smoke canister to a different color as well. Yeah, just cool. The animation's sick that you like pops it open, and just a fantastic. That's another S tier one. That's what they could have done with Mute, but I mean, B is still great, but I haven't bought the Mute Elite and I bought the Smoke Elite like that, so that kind of. We have Pulse into C because he looks like Mr. T. No, he doesn't actually look like Mr. T. He looks, I don't know, he does look a bit creepy though, and I definitely don't see Pulse Elite that often. I don't think it's horrendous because I actually did look at the animation, and the animation looks quite cool in a certain sense. However, all he does is basically just get his comb out and does his hair a little bit, which is kind of cool because it's a little bit like, look at me on Pulse, it was so chill, but it's so basic that I just can't really do anything more. You could easily put this in F, but I just thought it's kind of cool. I do like his jacket, and I think it just is okay. I mean, it just is an F tier for me. It's not like Nancy, Doki and Mozzie, if you get what I'm saying. Now we've got Fat Buzz Lightyear. Just honestly, what the hell did they do with this Elite? I don't understand how anyone buys this. He literally looks like a fat Buzz Lightyear, and his animation is flicking a few, I think it's bullet fragments off his thing, and then just going whoa, like a little unga bunga. So no idea why I'd buy this. Doesn't even look that cool in the game. It just looks silly, to be honest. I just don't understand why you'd spend like £20 on this skin. It's just an F tier for me for that alone. Sledge, S tier. I don't have it. I've always wanted it. I said to myself, get L8. I'll get it. His sledgehammer goes into a ball, which looks cool as hell. I think it's supposed to be Scottish. Correct me on that. Looks cool as hell with this hat on. Everything about him is absolutely sick. Just a sledgehammer going to a ball alone is already cool. The gun skins are cool. It's just S tier. It's an old skin, but it's fantastic that they did a fantastic job with that. For me, it has to be S tier. It could go into A tier, but it's just cool as hell, so just gonna have to put in S for that reason. Following that same trend to Chanka, it would genuinely think this would be my most disliked video on my channel if I didn't put Chanka in S. Not because I'm just doing that. He is S. They updated his gadget and his gun. Animation was no letdown as well. Fantastic. Obviously, he looks fantastic. You know what I'm saying? Winky wink. So just S tier. I'm not gonna waste my time. Lord Tachanka, the GOAT. Got to represent for the Chanka. Thatcher is going to go exactly same tier as Mute, which is B, because his skin is cool, his animation's okay. It's just, again, basic. It's him coming down like a zip line from a helicopter or something, and just standing there again. It's cool. It's not quite bad because it is kind of has its own kind of charm to it, and they don't look that bad, the skins and the combination. They're just not cringe. That's what I'm trying to say. They're not like, oh, why have I just seen animation? Do you know what I mean? So he's just gonna go B again. Thatcher gets banned all the time, so I didn't even see it that often. So there you go. Just that. Thermite for me, I think a lot of Thermite's main by the elite, which is fair enough. Is gonna go into A tier. It's a little bit like Mira. It is cool. Change the outfit. Fantastic outfit. I think his hands go on fire because obviously like just he has to put his hands or his gadget on, like, you know, try and reinforced wall, should I say, and it's explosive, so his hands, you know what I mean, and then he does that, and I think it like puffs smoke. I think it is quite cool. It's very simplistic, but it does a very good job on being like a nice balance for simplistic and fantastic. But just can't go into S tier for me. I don't like Thermite, so it's hard for me to put him in S tier. Let me know what you think. I just think A is kind of fair, to be honest. I'm a Twitch main myself. The Twitch Elite's going to be a difficult one. For me personally, I love it. The drones are a bit BS because, you know, they blend in and they hide, like kind of like pay to win a little bit. So I will take that into consideration and put it a little bit lower because of that. I'm going to put the Twitch Elite into B, which might surprise some of you as a Twitch main. I just think the Elite is cool. The animation's okay. She steps on the drone. Yeah, I get it. Just a little bit like I'm gonna say that pay to win aspect just knocks it down for me a little bit. I didn't buy the elite and didn't know it at the time. I think a lot of the drone skins get disabled because of it. You can't use it in like sweaty pro league matches and all that stuff, so you just got to go a little bit lower. The fact that the skin can be pay to win, I'm not a fan of that at all. I don't think they intended it to be like that, but yeah, it is a thing. The elite is cool, French uniform, all that, a little hat as well. I have got it myself, but again, for that reason, I'm gonna have to put it down one. I think I'll put it in A if you guys know where my heart was at, but I think my mind's telling me B. So the Valkyrie Elite kind of comes into the mute kind of territory of how simplistic or like basic the character and how simple they've done it, but I think they did a fantastic job with the animation. I'm going to put her into A. I think the little camera click at the end of Flash kind of summarizes Valkyrie perfectly because obviously I'm always on the camera on the drones, or sorry, her Valkyrie cams, should I say, not drones. Just a fantastic job, to be honest. One of those ones very simple for me. Fantastic. Definitely would buy it if you had the P's for it and you like Valkyrie. Nothing wrong with the skin, just not that in depth for me. But I think if they made it now, it'd be a better skin. So I kind of keep that in mind as I want to do this. So A tier is fair because we've got Vigil coming up, and Vigil Elite is definitely an S tier. I don't think you can find me on this. His uniform is so cool. His animation is so cool. I didn't buy it myself because I don't really play enough Vigil. But if I was a Vigil main or played Vigil anywhere, top 5 most played characters, it'd be an instant buy for me. That's a 10 out of 10. I don't even have much to say on it. Just a 10 out of 10 skin. Everything about it's fantastic. So the first Zofia Elite for me will go into B tier. It could go out to you into C tier. I don't mind it. I think the fact that the uniform's cool as hell, the gun skin, blah blah, all that stuff is cool. Just isn't that interesting for me personally, and kind of underwhelming at the time when it came out. I think everyone was quite excited for it. I think it did get leaked a little bit and we saw it and we were like, oh, that looks kind of cool. But then when it came into the game, we were like, I genuinely would love to know, if you stuck this far in the video, what you think about this character and this kind of if you've actually stuck this far in the video, I'd love to know what you think about Zofia's Elite, the first one, because obviously she now has a second one, which I'm going to get onto now. And there is something about me that gets a little bit under my skin when they re-release another Operator Elite like a year later, and it's definitely much cooler. I'm going to put it into A for me. The animation is her like running away from zombies, shooting it with a pistol and then healing herself, which is Resident Evil like reference. But also Zofia looks hella cool in that cool ass outfit as well. I'm not saying the other skin here isn't as cool as well, but it just doesn't have that much like flair and, you know, something exciting to the game. So for me, I would put it above the other one. Just a little bit of disappointment, to be honest. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. I really appreciate it. That's the Elite. I did say I was going to show Ace at the end. Ace for me right now would also go into A. I think his skin is cool. I think his gadget's cool. His gadget changes color. It's a pretty cool one. I think he slides on the floor as well and does a kind of thingy. I wouldn't buy it myself, so maybe into B/A. I'd have to have a bit more of a think about it. But I think one of those categories, again, there isn't that many elites in this game that are stinky. There's only about here, like I've said, 9. There's not that many elites that are stinky. I think a lot of them are buying. It's just very expensive elites, so you kind of want to be smart about which ones you buy, because unless you have infinite P's, then you can do what you want. Let me know which ones you agree with most, which ones you disagree with the least. And again, guys, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. We're almost at 2,000 subscribers on YouTube, so if you haven't already hit that subscribe button, that'd be so much appreciated to me and my editor. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. I hope you have a fantastic heart. I hope you have a fantastic day. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and peace out.